Okay, I want to give a shout out to my mom, my sister, my grandmother, my grandpa, and my auntie Kristen.
I'd like to give a shout out first and foremost to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't be here standing here today if it weren't for him. Secondly, I would like to thank my husband, who's been my biggest supporter, and he encouraged me to enroll into college. And I also like to thank my children who had to stay home and sacrifice their weekends so that I can stay home and study and prepare for my quizzes and exams. And lastly, I'd like to thank everybody who came out, my friends and family, to show me support on my special day.
I'd like to say thank my family, my mother, my father specifically. Without y'all's guidance, without y'all's support, without the help on reminding me why I'm here, I probably wouldn't have graduated today. So thank y'all very much.
Hi everybody, love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me.
Hola, soy Jenny Flores y le quiero dar gracias a mi mamá y a mi papá, José Luis Flores y Roselia Flores, por apoyarme en todos mis años aquí en Lone Star College.
All right, first off, I just want to give all honor and glory and praise to God. That's first and foremost, for just giving me the strength in times where I didn't think I was going to be able to persevere and move forward. Gotta thank the family, grandma, moms, sisters, brother. I want to thank the company I work for, Bristol, for giving me the opportunity and giving me a destination to shoot for. And also the haters, that's the biggest one, the haters. Gotta give a shout out to the haters for just adding fuel to the fire. But definitely appreciative of this journey. It was a great one. Looking forward to the next one, and just grateful. Grateful.
Hello, I just want to thank everybody for supporting me throughout this journey. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank God to finish my faith. I thank my family for the support that they supported me in. My children, my wife, my relatives. I want to give a shout out to my Principal Hall at Rochelle Elementary School, and all those that have been the backbone, helped me to get where I am. I'm truly grateful and thankful for this day finally come. I started this journey in 1970. I'm finishing up in 2025. I'm blessed. Thank God. Thank you all.
Okay, so first of all, definitely want to thank my Heavenly Father, Jehovah. I appreciate the opportunity. I was going through kind of a rough time, and school is something that helped me get my me back. And I am so appreciative for the opportunity. I would like to thank my husband who supported me through all this and forcing me to graduate. So thank you, baby, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm here. Thanks.
Hello everyone. I'm here today tratando de preparar mi graduación. Solamente quería saludar a mis hijos, a mi familia y decirle a todo el mundo que you can do that you want to do. Bye.
I just want to give a shout out to my mom, hey mom, my dad, my kids, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that helped me get here, that supported me, my sister, my brother, all of y'all. We made it, y'all. That's all I got.
Thank you for my mom and my sister for navigating me through this journey. I couldn't have did this without you.
Ariel, Jada, Braylon, TJ, we did it. Another degree down, and I am so excited for what the future holds. Thank every one of my educators who helped me through this journey. Shout out to Chi, Cosmetology at Lone Star.
Shout out to all my professors for helping me through all my education. Thank you so much, and I love you, Lone Star.
Hey, I just want to give a big shout out to my parents for actually first giving me that push to invest into this path that I went down, as well as my grandparents for giving me that extra boost that I needed for health, and all of my family, friends, and classmates that have kept me going. Thank you to everyone, and I appreciate all of y'all for attending my graduation ceremony this evening.
Hey, I just wanted to wish all my family and friends a big thank you. A big shout out to my kids, Bailey, Elizabeth, and Owen, Matthew. Thank you for being so supportive. I know this has been hard on y'all with all of your extracurriculars. And a big thanks again to my extended family and friends for all your support through this. It's been rough, but here we are.
Hi, I'm Ariana. I want to give a huge thank you to my parents and my family for being here today. A mis papás, muchas gracias por siempre apoyarme. My sisters for always supporting me as well. To many friends who helped me through along the way, and I hope I make you guys proud today. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anthony. I want to give a big shout out to my parents and to my family. Thank you for supporting me every step of the way. I would not be here if it wasn't for them, and I just really hope that they can be with me on my special day to commemorate my accomplishments for them that I have made.
Hi, my name is Samuel. I'm going to send a shout out to my loved ones, to my brothers. Did it, saludos, ma. Lo hice. Thank you.
I want to thank my support system at LSC-North Harris for making this possible for me. Mr. Carter, you were amazing. Ms. Gilmore, you guys are like family. Dr. Farrell, I thank you guys so much because as a dual credit student, being able to graduate a semester early was very important to me, and it's something I couldn't have done without you guys. And also Trio ETS, this was something on campus that I did, and you guys really made Lone Star family for me. Also, también quiero darle gracias a Dios y a mis padres porque este no es el logro mío, también es el logro de ustedes, y espero que ustedes están alegres así como yo estoy alegres. Muchas gracias.
So first I want to thank my counselor, Ms. McGee, for really helping me all throughout this journey to get here where I am now and graduate from Lone Star. Also, I want to thank Ms. A and Trio that they've supported me with my Lone Star career as well, and Miss Gilmore and Dr. Farrell, them too, they've helped me with ACA and Lone Star and everything I'm in right now. I also want to thank my teachers too, and Lone Star and Nimitz, that they've really helped me with this journey as well. They've really helped me build some experiences here at Lone Star. And también quiero darle gracias a mis papás que también me han soportado en toda mi educación y en todo lo que yo he hecho. Y también le quiero dar gracias a Dios porque Él me ha ayudado a llegar a este punto en mi vida donde yo estoy. Thank you.
I would like to give a special shout out to, I feel like, everyone on campus. Most importantly, I want to say one professor that had a huge impact on my life was Professor J. In the history department, I really appreciated how you come in as a freshman, especially a first generation student, and you don't know too much about what to do, who to ask, where to go. But I think that, some people believe in you before you believe in yourself, and he was one of those people that showed me that about myself. I also want to shout out my family, of course, but most importantly, my sister, because I think when I hit rock bottom, she gave me a reason to keep going, to have somebody to look up to. And also my grandma, because I feel like a lot of values get forgotten throughout our lineage, and I think that the older generation brings something in our life that a lot of people do not value anymore. She has been one in my life to always preach about education, 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 and I think her little voice in my head is what keeps me going. I also want to shout out my mom. Although we've had some turbulence, I do think that without her, obviously I wouldn't be here, but for bad and for good, we're like twin sisters. In a way, she is my everything despite everything that's happened. I also want to shout out to my stepdad. He hasn't been here my whole life, but he definitely has played a big part in my life. He taught me how to drive. Last but not least, I want to thank my past self, my present, and my future self for starting somewhere where I didn't believe in myself, but now I'm going to places where I know I can accomplish anything. So, thank you.
I would like to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity. I'd like to thank my family for supporting me, and I'd like to thank my teachers for helping me to achieve my goals.
Thank you very much for having me here, even though I was age of 18. Even when I had like a bunch of complications, and just to be able to attend here. And thank you very much for my mother for helping me out and getting me here, since everything takes so much. Then and that truly looks.
I want to thank my fiance Glenn for always being there for me and for my family for supporting me through this process.
I just want to thank my sister and my brother-in-law, Vandora and Chase, as well as my manager and all of the professors that have helped me along the way.
Thank you to our mom and dad,
and to our sibling and to our aunt and uncle for helping us achieve our dreams one step at a time.
Just want to say shout out to my mom and dad, brother and sister. Thank y'all for all the support. Big shout out to my wife for the support and patience. We got it through, halfway there. Love y'all.
Hi Mom, hi Dad. I just want to say thank you first to God for giving me the strength to wake up every 7 a.m. to come to class because it wasn't easy. And I just want to thank you guys so much for believing in me and trusting in me, and I got through halfway of the journey. I'll see you guys soon in the future. Bye!
Hello, I just want to thank my husband and my children for all the support. They're my #1 fans.
I'd like to give a special shout out to my mom, my sister, my dad, Miss Juanita, Miss Janet, Miss Tina, Mr. Polar, and the CARES Act team. I'd like to give a special shout out to everyone. You've all been such amazing help to me, and I hope that you can continue helping me further in my education and my career. All right, that's perfect. Thank you.
Where do I even begin? I am grateful and thankful to everyone who has helped me along the way, who's able to see this message. To my family, a mi familia, amigos, Don Rigo, Rigoberto Jr., Rubicel, Tilín, Dr. Mendoza Stark, Miss Glenda, Miss Jen, Huracanes, los quiero bastante, para no decir más palabras. A toda mi familia en Waco, en Atlanta, everyone in Mexico, los quiero un montón a mis hermanos, Huracanes that have been with me and believed in me. I'd like to thank you all, and to all the graduates, thank you. My mom, my dad. I know I can be ungrateful sometimes, but as all people, we're human, we make mistakes, and I'd like to offer my life and all my accomplishments to redeem myself. And to all of you, congratulations.
Hey family, we're here, yay! I want to give a big shout out to my family, especially my kids, Mason and Mackenzie. I love you dearly, and I'm here to show you that mommy did it. So guess what? You guys are gonna do it, and we're gonna have fun along the way. To my sister, my backbone, my rock, thank you for always being there listening to me cry, stump, and complain while still telling me God got you and you're gonna get it done. Again, and thank you to my mommy who's no longer here, but I did it for you, girl, and we're here. I know you'll be there in spirit cheering me on, and I can't wait. To my niece, Jade, thank you for everything. To my nephews, Tyler and Des, you guys are amazing, and thank you for showing up and showing out for your auntie. And to my auntie, who may or may not be there, thank you, Aunt Lois, for everything. Love you, dear. We're here. I'm excited. Mwah. Love y'all.
Okay, so this shout out is for my 2 babies. I'm gonna say mama made it, and especially for my daughter who is graduating in 2026 with her bachelor's degree from TSU. This is for you.
Hola papa, hola mama, familia, everyone at Power Tech, everyone at Lone Star North Harris, and everyone who has given me an opportunity and has believed in me since day one. I'd like to thank every single one of you. This is for all of you, for your sacrifices, your trust, and your belief in me. Huracanes, Mariachi, I love y'all. Thank y'all for putting up with me, and thank you for incredible moments. And everyone at Lone Star, have a happy graduation.
I want to give a special shout out to everyone who supported me this year in this season of my life. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, especially my great-grandfather. I want to thank my friends. I want to thank all my bonus family, nieces and nephews, and everyone who's been a part of this so far. My co-workers, everyone at Bread of Life. I love everyone so much. Thank you.
Hello, I just would love to thank my late husband, Lester Smith, the VA that made it possible for me to go back to school and get another degree. I'm so grateful for Miss Candace for staying on top of everything and making sure these years went really great. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I just want to say thank you to my family, my friends, especially my kids and their dad. I love you all, and I made it.
I just want to give a big shout out to all my fam, and I want to say thank you again to my Draco and my 76 students.
And thank you to my mom, my stepmom, and my grandmother, and my aunt, as well as my boyfriend, for being very supportive and pushing me through classes. Thank you.
Quiero agradecerle a mi mamá y mi papá Pedro y a toda mi familia por apoyarme y a mi novio también. I want to give a shout out to Miss Hubbard and Miss Simpson and Miss Howard that guided me through where I'm at now. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this opportunity. Thank you to my village for helping me along this journey. And last but not least, my babies, Nolan and Navy. Mommy loves you.
Hello, I want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, my sister, and my niece for making sure that I kept going even when I wanted to stop.
I just want to say shout out to my mom for making this possible and always believing in me and making sure I'm straight. And I want to also say without God, none of this is possible. So keep God first. That's it.
Hi family, thank you all for coming here. I'm doing this mostly to build courage for myself because it is absolutely mind-boggling. Thank you all and good night.
Para mi mamá, mi papá y mi hermana los agradezco mucho por apoyarme en esta vida. And for my best friend, I love you. Thank you.
Hi Julia, Mommy did it. My name's Marissa and I want to shout out to my daughter Liberty, Chloe, Bella, and Lily. Mommy did it. And to my husband, thank you for your support. And Mommy and Daddy, I'm your first graduate. Yay! Thank you. Bye.
I want to say thank you so much to all my friends, family, and coworkers that have supported me, mainly my significant other and my aunt and uncle and my cousin and everybody who's been there for me. Thank you so much.
Hi Hurricanes, congratulations on this huge accomplishment. We're so proud of you and we can't wait to see all of the amazing things that you do moving forward.
Hey everybody, Professor Jay here, and just wanted to tell you how pleased we are that you've hung in here. I think that's really the key. That's what success is. It's finishing what you start. And every single one of you can now consider yourself successful. Your first successful college degree. Your first successful college degree. And so just want you to know that it's just the beginning. It's not the end. It's just the beginning of this life that lies before you. You keep making these choices that are to your benefit, making these choices that are to your benefit, and you have nothing to worry about. And just want to celebrate you on this day. Okay? All right.
Hi everybody, this is Dr. Ward here with Paralegal Studies. I just want to say how proud we are of every single one of you. We see you and we see the hard work you put in, and let today be the time you celebrate it. And I had a mentor one time tell me, the first time you graduate from a college is the time to savor every single moment, and you will have this for the rest of your life. You're not going to walk this way again. You're going further and farther than anybody else did. So we're so proud of you, and please keep in touch with us because we're always here to help. Thanks.
My name is Dr. Benny Lambert, and I'm the president of Lone Star College, North Harris. And I got to tell you from my heart, this is a privilege, and this is big news for us to have a December graduation. After we finish tonight, we will literally be 12 days from Christmas. And yeah, you can say, yeah. I just think it's so important for our students from Aldine, Klein, Spring, the list goes on, wherever you're from. You completed a curriculum at Lone Star College, North Harris. A big shout out to the faculty. They're part of the reason we're having this tonight. Thank you very much, faculty. Very, very much. Give the faculty a round of applause. I really appreciate you very much. This is about you, students. It really and truly is. And yes, this is a Friday night, but by what you've done and what you're going to do, and that we all love what we get to do, the biggest part of it is saying congratulations and thank you for being a student at Lone Star College. And we're going to do that in a special way this evening. Tonight, on paper, it indicates we have 199 students. I'm certain we made a mistake someplace. There's 200 here tonight, probably. The bottom line is everybody who's here and in the seats and in the stands, this is a very, very special night. It's one that can always be remembered because it's important to remember in life. It's not as necessary as where you start, but where you finish. And when you can finish it where you started, you're really along the way in a big, big way. Let me do this. Yes, I do have a script. Let me say this. At this time, I would indeed like to acknowledge all of the folks in the audience who are military veterans. Please, if you would, if you're in the military, have been, please stand. Whether you're in the stands over here, over there in the back, or whether you're a student sitting right here. Thank you very, very much. In fact, I just have to acknowledge we have a student in the audience right now. He's 75 years old. He's been in the Air Force more than 20 plus years. He's been in Vietnam. He's been in Desert Storm. And literally speaking, he's the model of what we wish people could be that start out in the community college. We don't want you to give up. And guess what? He did not give up. Billy Howard, would you please stand? Let us thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to stick to the script, but I'm excited. I mentioned the faculty and staff earlier. I want to mention them one more time because this is their Friday night and they're right here with us. To the faculty, please stand. And to the staff that really put this together for tonight and all the things you've gone through, please stand and I want you to be acknowledged. There we are. Thank you very, very much, sincerely from my heart. Thank you. We also want to recognize the family and friends and special people who are here who are supporting, have supported, and encourage all of you in your educational journey. So just with that simple statement, would the graduates please stand right now to acknowledge those that you know are sitting in the stands because of what you're doing tonight. Would you please acknowledge your guests? Yeah, I like it. This group, they're not afraid at all to holler out somebody's name. That's fantastic, and I can't wait until we call your name across this stage because it's a moment different than high school. It's a moment that your family and others get to actually see you complete a college credential, certificate, degree. And I'm here to tell you, it's not just a community college degree, it's a college degree, it's a college certificate. And big things are in store, so thank you very, very much. Joining me on stage tonight are members, and I'm grateful they're here tonight. Both the two that are here are two of my closest colleagues, friends, and above all, people who care about education in this community. We have one of our trustees. His name is Dr. Jim Kane. He's a member of the Board of Trustees. He's a former superintendent of Klein ISD. I've known him for a long time. Dr. Kane, Trustee Kane, thank you for being here and what you do. And our next trustee is a long-time believer in Lone Star and what we're about and what we do, and he serves just emphatically to see how we can make it better for the students of this community. His name is Mr. Art Murillo. And Art, I can't say enough about your presence. He shows up, both of these gentlemen show up to wherever they can in representing Lone Star College, in particular the students. Also joining me tonight is Dr. Deirdre Prince. She's the Vice Chancellor of Marketing and Communication. She's in our system office. And here's the good news. Her job prior to going to that level, she was our chief strategist at Lone Star College, North Harris, and did amazing work. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Dr. Prince. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize the others who are on this stage. Mrs. Carolyn Donovan, our Associate Vice Chancellor for Alumni Relations and Engagement. Please stand. And I'll put a comma there. I'm so excited. This is a brand new position that we have. It's a position that we probably should have had back in 1973 when Lone Star College was started. But you'll hear more about becoming an alumni of Lone Star College. It does have value. It does have meaning. You'll hear just a little bit about it during this ceremony. Our faculty speaker tonight, is our faculty speaker going first? You are. Fantastic. Our faculty speaker tonight is Dr. Erica Herrera, Professor of Political Science. I could say more. Yeah, but you're already saying it by applauding. Thank you for that. Keep the applause up. Dr. Herrera, come on up. That is correct. The student speaker is first, am I right? Yes or no? Does it say, I'm sorry, more instructions? Hang on one second. I'm super excited. I missed some of the introductions. Let me get those. Give me a round of applause for being super excited for something that's great. In fact, excuse me? I'm gonna tell you the other folks who are here tonight. Oh, they got another page. That's great. I went to a community college and I got it right, and then I graduated from Texas A&M, and I had to have some people help me along the way. Thank you very much. Our other stage guest, Miss Tina Lee, who's the Vice President of Administrative Services. Dr. Michael Burns, who's Vice President of Instruction. Mrs. Jennifer Vera, who's the Executive Assistant in the President's Office. Mr. Gary Connors, Professor of Arts. Dr. Nelson Ramirez, Professor of Philosophy. Ms. Tammy Edmonds, Professional Support Staff Association President, and Professor Wade Hesh, Professor of Speech. Now, Wade will introduce our speakers this evening. I was super excited about doing that, but thank goodness, Wade Hesh. Wade, please.
Miss Rosalind Shepard is a proud mother of 4 who began her educational journey at Lone Star College after dedicating years to raising her family. What started as a few prerequisite courses quickly turned into a life-changing pursuit of knowledge, purpose, and self-discovery. While balancing motherhood, work, and studies, Rosalind learned the true meaning of perseverance. There were moments of exhaustion and doubt, but she continued showing up, driven by her children, her goals, and the supportive community she found here at Lone Star. Professors who believed in her, classmates who became friends, and an environment that nurtured growth all played a vital role in her success. Lone Star College helped Rosalind realize that education is not just about earning a degree. It's about rediscovering your confidence, your voice, and your ability to rise after every challenge. She credits her journey to the encouragement of her family, the compassion of her professors, and the lessons learned along the way. Rosalind hopes her story inspires others to believe that no matter where you start or how long it takes, it's never too late to chase your dreams. Please join me in welcoming Miss Rosalind Shepard.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, friends, and family. My name is Rosalind Shepard, and it is my honor to be standing here in front of you all tonight. When I went to college in my 30s, thank you, after my youngest went to school, I thought I'd be dipping my toes in with a few basic courses. I was thinking, maybe nursing, but that's a little scary. So I took prerequisites, and a lot of them. And somewhere along the way, that little voice got louder and more confident. Like, hey, we could do this. But I want to be clear, this was far from an easy road. My days often started with getting my kids up, packing lunches, getting them out the door, rushing to Lone Star, and then coming home, helping with their homework, getting them tucked in, and somehow finding the energy to still study. And there were so many nights where I thought, this is not doable. It is absolutely impossible. But what I found, and I do believe many of you did too, was that it's the people beside you that keep you going. For me, that looked like study groups where classmates checked in to make sure you actually understood the material. One classmate in particular who checked in on my spirit just as much as she checked in on my grades, and I will be forever grateful to Lone Star and the universe for her. It looked like professors who went above and beyond, like Professor Connors, who didn't just teach art, but reminded me I was allowed to create again. And Dr. Kincaid, who taught A&P, who was so good, I followed her to every campus she taught at. It looked like my sister, who drove clear across Houston to make me lamb chops one night because I was having a particularly hard semester. And of course, my kids. Those 4 are my pillars. They did homework beside me, argued passionately that Batman is not a real superhero, and stayed up late with me while Gordon Ramsay yelled at people on TV, and I tried desperately to make sense of statistics. I would not be standing here without them. As with every journey, there were hardships, job losses. I almost lost my house. There were times where I just continued to believe this is not something I can do. But you push through and you persevere. There were moments that seemed small, but they mattered. Like the time I brought my kids to an on-campus art exhibit, and I watched them wander from piece to piece, and they analyzed and interpreted the artwork like tiny philosophers. Or there was a time I thought I was gonna miss a class, and Professor Tete told me to bring my daughter to class. She sat in the back with her headphones, baggie of goldfish, and I got to participate. As I'm sure you all have moments that may have seemed small, but they mattered. Wasn't all smooth sailing. There was math. I do not like math. I don't know why you guys like letters with your numbers. But I will say that I had professors like Miss Spalding and Mr. Ferris, and I walked away feeling like a math genius, even if it was just for a moment. And now, here we are. We showed up. We showed up when we were tired. We showed up when we were terrified. We didn't get lucky. We were brave. And brave people often end up in places they once thought were impossible. So, to my fellow graduates, remember this moment. You made it. Every doubt, every long night, every setback, you made it here. And I won't sugarcoat it, there will be more hard days. But the fact that you're sitting here in your cap and gown means you already know how to get through them. So, take a breath, smile often, and take comfort in knowing that you are capable. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Hang on a second.
Our next speaker is our distinguished faculty speaker, Dr. Erika Herrera. Dr. Herrera is a respected higher education leader with over 30 years of teaching experience. She began her career teaching English in Mexico before joining Lone Star College and San Jacinto College as an adjunct professor in political science, later becoming a full-time professor in 2015. At North Harris, she coordinates the Center for Civic Engagement, serves on the International Education Committee, and helped revitalize the International Student Alliance. She is also active in national and state professional associations. Building on her doctoral research, Dr. Herrera recently spearheaded efforts to better support students with foster care experience, grounded in her belief that one's past does not define one's future. A native of Mexico City, she began her studies at Lone Star College and earned a bachelor's, master's, and ultimately her doctorate in higher education leadership from Sam Houston State University, an achievement held only by 1% of Hispanic women nationwide. Dr. Herrera is passionate about creating positive pathways for student success. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Erika Herrera.
Thank you. Good evening. Buenas tardes, noches, como mi abuelita diría. Members of the Board of Trustees, President Lambert, Vice Presidents, Deans, faculty, staff, family, friends, but most importantly, our class of 2025, the graduates of Lone Star College, North Harris. I'm incredibly honored to be in front of you as your commencement speaker. My name is Erika Herrera, and I am also a graduate of Lone Star College, North Harris. In 2003, thank you, I was sitting exactly where you are today. I was receiving my Associates of Arts, and it was the same place, same M.O. Campbell building, same stands, same walls, even the same stadium smell, and even perhaps the same chairs. I remember a lot of things about that day, believe it or not, 2003. And I took a lot of pictures. And the one thing I don't remember, sadly, is who the commencement speaker was and I do not remember anything he or she said. Sorry. So, I hope to make this this commencement speech very short, about 40 minutes long, very interactive because I'm a professor, so I have to keep you awake. And so please help me out, and most importantly, relevant to you. So I hope you remember at least a little bit of it in the future. According to several sources I looked at, a regular person like you and I, not a celebrity, not a politician, will meet about 80,000 people in their lifetime. 80,000 people. Some are going to be more significant than others. There are about 199 of you, so let's round it up, 200 of you today here. So if we do the math, the graduating class of 2025 will have the potential to meet about 16 million people. So you guys, in your lifetime, will meet 16 million people. Isn't that great? Yes. However, what's important is not the number of people that you will get to meet, but the fact that every one of you can make a difference in the lives of those who you meet. You can make a change in the world, in your world. But you cannot make a change in the world if you don't start with you. So today, I chose to talk to you about 7 things to remember if you want to change the world based on my personal experience. And I really hope you find them of value and you remember them. So, everything started on the day the sun shined the brightest, August 12, 1974, the day I was born in Mexico City. So audience, please, here's where you go, aww. At 0 years and 1 minute old, I became the daughter and only child of a single mom, mi mamá, Leticia, who's sitting over there, and the most spoiled baby in the world. During the first 14 years of my life, my mom gave me everything. And if you're a single child, you know what that means. I wanted everything, I had everything. So being in my mom's world for so long, I became selfish, overly sensitive, incapable of sharing, rude, and I grew up with a sense of entitlement. Great. Not really. That personality worked for me at the beginning when I was growing up. But then I started noticing that people didn't like me. People didn't like my personality, and it was hard for me to make friends. So I had to self-reflect and make some changes and change what was wrong with me. So here's lesson number 1 for you. If you want to change the world, remember this. Honest self-reflection is the path to success. Despite of what your dear mommy or daddy or auntie or abuela, abuelito tell you, I hate to break it to you, but there's always something wrong with us, okay? So you need to look at the mirror every day and realize what's wrong with you. And I'm not talking physically, I'm talking about your personality. And look at the mirror and try to change that. People don't have to like us. They really don't have to like us. So you need to change what's broken before it's too late. And I hope you do that so you don't learn the hard way like I did. Fast forward. At 16 years old, I had my first heartbreak. My first boyfriend, yes, my first boyfriend, Fernando, broke up with me to be with another girl. Audience, there you go. Here's where you go. Boo, oh no. When that happened, my world shattered. I cried for endless nights. I was waiting, sitting by our yellow rotary phone to ring, expecting him to call and ask for forgiveness. But that never happened. My self-esteem just crashed. So here's lesson number 2 for you. If you want to change the world, do what one of the wisest people in the world say, and that is Miley Cyrus. Buy your own flowers, hold your own hand, and take yourself dancing. You do not need the validation of a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a family member, a coworker, a boss, not even from your parents. Do not let anyone decide your worth. You cannot control what people think about you. You cannot control what people say about you, but you can control if it matters. So don't let it matter. Be you, value yourself, and love yourself. Fast forward. At 20 years old, because of my great grades, awesome grades, I earned a full ride scholarship to study political science for a year at the University of Arizona. Audience, here's where you shout, "Ay, ay, ay, smarty pants." Thank you. I knew English, but the minute I arrived in Arizona, I forgot every word I knew. The first months were terrible for me. I was extremely homesick. I cried every day. I had no friends. And on top of that, I had to cook for myself. It was terrible. One of the anecdotes I always talk about is that in my introduction to Latin American politics, the professor kept talking about the Latin American guerrillas. I kid you not, I thought he was talking about the Latin American guerrillas, the apes, not the military militias, the armed militias. And I almost wrote a paper about it. I was completely lost. I was insecure until I started making friends. Those friends helped me navigate college, and I successfully finished the rest of the year in Arizona. And I'm forever gonna be thankful for them. So here's lesson number 3. If you want to change the world, remember this. Surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and support you. We cannot do it alone. It truly matters who you keep close. Your circle shapes your vision, your circle shapes your drive, and the good you bring into the world. And please, stay away from toxic friendships. And I know exactly, you know exactly who those are. So get them out of your life. You don't need them. They're gonna just drag you down. So stay away from toxic friendships. Fast forward. At 24 years old, on a glorious day in 1999, on a work trip to Houston, Texas, I met the love of my life, Felix, who's sitting over there, whom I married 10 months later, and who I have been married to for 25 years. So audience, say, que aguante, if you know Spanish. And that is, I'm a tough cookie. It was love at the first sight, and after 2 months, he proposed to me. The problem was that I was in Mexico City, and he was in Houston. And my life in Mexico was great. I had tons of friends, my whole family was there and still there, and I had 2 very good jobs. But I had to make a decision. So in the year 2000, I left everything and moved to Houston. And I have never regretted that decision. I don't have enough time to tell you all the many times that my life has presented me with great opportunities, personal, professional, and academic. But what I can tell you is that we all must do what Miguel did in one of my favorite movies, Coco. And that is, we must seize the moment. So here's lesson number 4. If you want to change the world, remember this. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Was I super scared and nervous of leaving everything, moving to a different country with a guy that had just met 10 months ago and who had promised me eternal life, eternal love. Of course I was, but I did it. I seized the moment, and throughout my life, I have learned this. Fear is optional. Fear is temporary, but regret is forever. So take risks, because if you don't, you will never see anything new. Fast forward 2 decades. By the age of 45 years old, my husband and I already had 3 kids, Victoria, Sophia, and Alex. And in April of 2019, the inevitable happened. My oldest daughter, Victoria, turned 13. Yes, the first teenager in the house. So please, audience, go, oh no. If you're a parent of a teenager, I'm sure you will agree with me when I say that they look human, but they're really not. Their sole purpose is to make our lives hard every day. Today, my 3 kids are teenagers, and this is what I have learned. Lesson number 5. If you want to change the world, remember this. Sometimes it's better to remain silent, even if you have a lot to say. Pick your battles. Pick your battles at work, with your boss, with your coworkers, with your friends, with your family. You do not have to show up to every argument to which you are invited. Sometimes silence is the best answer. Follow the easy 5x5 rule. If it's not going to matter in 5 days, do not spend more than 5 minutes arguing about it. And protect your peace. Just remain silent. It's okay to be silent. You don't have to argue all the time. Fast forward. At 46 years old, I was accepted into the doctoral degree in higher education leadership at Sam Houston State University. At the beginning, I was extremely nervous because 12 years had passed since I had been in school getting my master's degree, and I literally felt like I had spider webs in my head. I also felt so out of place because the average age of the doctoral student is 32, 34, so I felt super old. I was 46. But I seized the moment, and I did it. The pandemic came through, and it took me 5 long years to do it. But I'm happy to report that I did it, and last October, I earned my doctoral degree. Thank you. And I became part of the 1% of Hispanic women with a doctoral degree in the United States. Thank you. So, chicas hermosas, sigan adelante, continúen con su educación y que esta graduación sea la primera de muchas. Continue with your studies. Don't stop here. Let this graduation be the first one of many, like it was for me. So here's lesson number 6. If you want to change the world, remember this. And this is my favorite quote, so I'm going to read it so I don't mess it up. A bird in a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because her trust is not on the branch, but her own wings. So always believe in yourself. Trust your wings. Be confident. And do not stop until you're proud. Sadly, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, every 10 seconds, a person dies in the United States. That is about 8,000 people every day that will die tomorrow in our country alone. Some die silently, like my abuelito Luis, who died in his sleep. Some died tragically, like Ashley, a family friend who died in a car accident at the age of 28. Some die suddenly, like my tia Lilia, who died of a heart attack. Some die slowly, like my coworker Becky, who died of breast cancer. Or perhaps the Lone Star College student who passed away during this academic year, which is why that empty chair right at the front of the chairs represents an empty chair for those students who couldn't be here with you. I don't know how long I'm gonna live, but at 51 years old, I try to continue living my life to the fullest. And I'm always thankful, even when the storms come into my life. So here's lesson number 7. If you want to change the world, remember this. We're not giving a good life or a bad life. We're giving a life. And it's up to us to make it good or bad. Happiness comes easier when you stop complaining about all your problems and start being thankful for the problems you don't have. Think about those 8,000 people that will die tomorrow. Really, think of them. I'm sure they will trade spots with any of us right now, but they won't. They will die for sure. Remember that as long as God still wakes you up every morning, He has a plan for you. Thank Him and go fulfill that plan. Only then, God will smile when He sees you in heaven. As I close, graduates, family, friends, I want to ask 2 things from you. Graduates, I want you to make a pinky promise. So, if you're willing and able, lift your pinky and answer I do. Do you promise to change what's broken, buy your own flowers, surround yourself with good friends, seize the moment, pick your battles, trust your wings, and always be careful? Be thankful? I do. Family and friends, if you're willing and able, lift your pinky too. Do you promise to hold your graduate accountable for the pinky promise they just made and help them when things in their lives get tough? I do. I hear I do's. So graduates, today is the first day of your life as a college graduate. Go celebrate it with your loved ones. Go change the lives of those 80,000 people that you will meet. And like I always tell my kids, be the reason why someone smiles today. Because, as some of the wisest people in the world say, and that is K-pop demon hunters, today you're going up, up, up. It's your moment, you're glowing, and it's going to be golden. Congratulations, felicidades, bravo.
Thank you very, very, very much. At this time, I'd like to ask Art Marilia of the Lone Star College Board of Trustees to confer the degrees. Will all candidates for the associate's degrees and certificates please rise? On behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present these candidates who have met the requirements for their respective degrees and certificates.
All right, guys. As a member of the Board of Trustees of the Lone Star College System, I now confer upon each of you the associate's degree, certificate of competency, or general education diploma, the requirements for which you have fulfilled or will fulfill this fall with all the rights and privilege pertaining thereto. Thank you. Please be seated.
Fantastic. Thank you for following the floor escorts. And you'll come forward as your name is read. If I could ask the Board of Trustees, along with Chancellor's Cabinet and the Associate Vice Chancellor, Ms. Donovan, please line up, and we're going to shake their hands, but more importantly, we're really going to say we're so excited to have this graduation for you. You don't have to wait until May. It's here tonight. Congratulations.
Rosalind Shepard, Phi Theta Kappa. Jose Aguilar. Jesus Aguilera. Catherine Yvette Aguiluz. Jonathan Aguirre. Melissa Dolores Aguirre, Phi Theta Kappa. Asia Janae Alexander. Nicole Denise Allison. Ramses Alamansa. Stephanie Marcela Alvarenga. Christian F. Argueta. Brittany Elizabeth Artola. Jonathan Darius Asal Tuggle. Wesley Osmond Bacchus. Eliana Maricia Banegas. Serenity Charday Bennett. Takara Cashel Benson. Danny Bland. Chloe Body. Luis Miguel Rivera Bonano. Deza Quanisha Deasia Bowser. Alondra Isabel Brizuela. Anthony Michael Broussard, Phi Theta Kappa. Octavia Nicole Broussard. Stephanie Brown. Cameron Burns. Megan Marie Bird. Christian Alfonso Cabrera. Ajanique Mitrell Cannon Brown. Rachel Cantu. Danielle Nicole Cardenas. Diamond Destiny Cardenas. Jimena Elizabeth Cardenas. Cavo Cargo. Kennedy Carosella, Phi Theta Kappa. Leonardo Carizales. Fallon Caraway. Rebecca Carizales. Leslie Castillo. Alfredo Castro Sabalsa. Sylvia Teresa Cavazos. Teodora Chavez. Ikra Rauf Chotani. Samuel Hipolito Chong. Frank Alexander Cisneros. Felicita Jennifer Colocho. Sanaya Erlene Colston. Ariel Celeste Cooper. Stephanie Elizabeth Cruz. Amy Cuevas. Hayden Scott Davis. Najina Davis. Anna Desoignier. Gabeni Demby. Haley Alexis Diaz. Jariah Michelle Dills. Psi Beta Phi Theta Kappa. Ricardo Aguiar Dominguez. Pegah Abrahimi Motlag. Carlissa Ellis. Aaron Isaac Enriquez. Jesus Estrada. Courtney K. Fellers. Jenny Sueli Flores. Christopher Lewis Figures. Veronica Elizabeth Flores. Demario Foy. Victoria Rose Franklin. Melanie K. Freeman. Hannah Nicole Friddle. Melissa Garcia. Yameli Marie Garza. Trinity Yvette Christine Ginyard. Nancy Daniela Godinez. Luis Andres Gonzalez. Melanie Gonzalez. Callie Michelle Griffin. Ryan Grill. Harrison Uya Guerra. H.
Colin Harrell. Lavelle J. Hawkins. Jasmine Acosta Heredia. Álvaro Hernández. Mercedes María Hernández. Brenda Herrera. Andrew Holloway. Mackenzie Louise Horton, Phi Theta Kappa. Billy Howard. Haley Ann Huber. Sara Huerta. Dion Deshae Jackson. Cristina Jaimes. Melissa Lynn Jensen. Diego Ángel Jasso. Jonathan George Dendral. Kayla Marie Johnson. Alexia Charlize Jones. Donna Jones. Dalia Nicole Kemp. Sheraz Ahmed Han. Joseph Angelo Lauto. Trenton Holland Lee. Lily Renee Legudes. Samantha Alexis Loera. Ashley Lopez. Joel Loredo. Leshana Lumpkin. Eliseo Aguilar Machuca. Jenny Guadalupe Machuca Valles. Joe Alexander McGee. Bianca Yvette Martinez. Thomas Nathaniel Martinez. Andrea Lisette Martinez Diaz. Rosana Josefa Matthews. Isaac Lauro Maya. Malcolm Biacob. Moses McDade. Sofía Alexa Medina. Micah Merrill. Mia Jasmine Moreira. Lexia Moreno. Luis Alberto Moreno. Marcel Morgan. Scoy Morris. James Anthony Neron, Phi Theta Kappa. Jason Jared Navarro. Diana Williams Akbor Dib. Juan Negrete. Jessica Nan. Drake Andrew Nichols. Annabelle Knott.
Priscila Obregón. Jazmín Kiara Ochoa. Vivian Olivera Clear. Cecilia Gabriela Orozco. Alexandria Ontieno. Patrick Ozini. Perla Belén Pala. Antoine Palmer Sr., Phi Theta Kappa, Global Scholar, magna cum laude. Kelsey Belén Paredes. Yvette Monique Parra. Samantha Cheyenne Patton. Andrea Lane Ibabao Pauchano. John Maurem Pauchano. Anthony Polk. Cristo Paz. Azalea Pérez. Camila Pérez. Kimberly Finn. Yaxi Telles Pineda. Gabriel Powell. Eric Alexander Prieto, Phi Theta Kappa. Madeline Rambo. Nathan Rambo. Audrey Michelle Reed. Christian Xavier Bonilla Reyes. Jesús Torres Reyes. Jennifer Guadalupe Reyes Villalta. J.L. Reina. Stephanie Rivas. Emanuel Rivera. Demetrion Renee Roberts, Phi Theta Kappa. Edward Robinson. Angelo Rubio. Alanud Saad Aldin. Miranda Saavedra. Jairo Emanuel Salazar. Giovanna Salazar. Alonso Salinas. Rodolfo Salazar. Mariana Natalie Samaniego. Ángel Sebastián San Juan. Leslie Santana. Jaquila Shackelford. Savion Cavell Sharp. Charlie Sierra, Phi Theta Kappa. Ariana Smith, Phi Theta Kappa. Beatrice Smith. Brandy Chanel Smith. Dexter Bernard Smith. Liana Annette Smith. Macy Nicole Soders. Journey Sowell. Anaya Jackson Swift. Juhi Takahashi, Phi Theta Kappa. Erasto Adrián Tamayo. Trevante Deshaun Taylor. Triska Sinico Taylor. Marissa Yolanda Thomas. Lisette Giselle Ticas. Emily Danae Villa Toledo. Brandon Vences. Daniel Alexander Ventura. Sofía Mabel Villatoro. Charles David Westfall. Shaughnessy Rayona Williams. Tashay Renee Williams. Erin Nicole Young. Ariana Vargas Zamarrón.
Okay, before we move the tassels and officially congratulate you as graduates, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Carolyn Donovan, our first Associate Vice Chancellor of Alumni Relations and Engagement for Lone Star College System. Mrs. Donovan brings more than 2 decades of experience building vibrant alumni communities in higher education in the non-proctor sector. She is leading the launch of the new Lone Star College Alumni Association, which will connect more than 150,000 graduates through networking, mentoring, and service. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Carolyn Donovan as she shares with you.
Thank you, Dr. Lambert. What an incredible honor it is to stand before you today on behalf of our trustees, our distinguished guests, our faculty, staff, and I'd be willing to bet alumni in this audience. To the class of 2025, welcome to your next chapter. Today is not only a celebration of your individual achievements, it is also a testament to the remarkable support system that has stood by your side, your families, your mentors, your friends, the people who have believed in you every step of the way. As you move forward, remember this: success is not final. Your journey of learning, of growing, and of becoming never truly ends. Carry your hurricane spirit with you as you aim high and make your own unique mark in this world. On behalf of the Lone Star College System Alumni Association, I am proud and honored to officially welcome you into your new family of more than 150,000 alumni across Texas and beyond. Your Alumni Association is here for you, and we are wholeheartedly committed to your continued success. I see so many of you have picked up white gift bags. That's a very small token of our congratulations on all of your achievements. Make sure you look in there. There is a card to tell you how you stay connected with your Lone Star family, access career support, and take advantage of many opportunities awaiting for you. Congratulations once again, and safe travels home.
Just a quick word about what that means. Some of you are headed to four-year colleges, fantastic. Others are headed into the workforce, fantastic. If you're having a challenge finding work, finding the college, come back to Lone Star in our career and transfer area. We have people who want to help you get to the next level. So no, that's what alumni is about. It's about helping those who came from a foundation in which you did. In this particular case, Lone Star College. And we have 8 Lone Star colleges. All of them will help one another. We help each other. So we're one big Lone Star College, and that's why this is also very, very important this evening. And thank you very much, Ms. Donovan, for this. Now, what an incredible honor I have to stand before you on behalf of our distinguished alumni, faculty, and staff. Basically, there's a lot of reading in here. Oh, I'm good. Here we go. Graduates, you can now adjust your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the fall 2025 graduating class of Lone Star College, North Harris. And where we are right now, a big, if you would, just give those that, I said it when we started, those who are here that you know they're here because of you. If you would, please give them a round of applause, a wave, a shout out. They're your parents, they're your loved ones, they're people who you know, who care about you, and they're excited about you tonight. We're excited about you tonight. We're coming to the close of this ceremony, and I respectfully ask that the family and friends please remain seated until all the graduates have left the arena. All guests, please use the back exit. Stage guests, faculty, staff, and graduates, please rise as we begin the recessional.